first thing I want to talk about, Morgan, why Comic-Con? Because you've had these your last few documentaries and even your show 30 Days, which I loved. You know, it was very off the norm, off the grid, so to speak.
Yeah.
So why Comic-Con?
I think Comic-Con represents something that, especially in our society today, we can all relate to. I think there is a geek inside all of us that is just dying to get out and, you know, say it loud, say it proud. I'm a geek, you know. I think that, you know, that Comic-Con has become such this phenomenon, cultural phenomenon in our world today. You know, everything about it, you know, the video games, you know, movies, television shows, comic books themselves, that to tell a story about what this place means kind of in the world today through the eyes of the fans, I thought was really, I thought it would be important, and not only that, but fun.
I think what I liked the most about your film is I was actually at that Comic-Con because we were like, oh my God, there's a Red Leo, and we were pointing things out, which I'm sure everybody who sees this movie is going to do.
Yeah.
What I did appreciate was that was also the year with the pen stabbing. And you chose not to cover that at all, which I thought was great because it would just kind of tarnish the whole image.
Sure.
Where do you pick these moments? Because it was kind of funny with Kevin Smith and the proposal. My best friend, who I took with me, she was in there and she came back to the hotel. She's like, oh my God, you'll never guess what I saw.
Awesome.
So how did you pick your subjects like Holly and like, you know, the soon-to-be married couple?
We got submissions. We put out kind of this giant casting call through other cons, through, you know, SDCC, through San Diego Comic-Con, through comic book shops, you name it. And we got about 2,000 submissions from around the world of people who wanted to be in the film. We then followed up with the ones that we narrowed down there for videos, and they sent videos, and we whittled that down more. And then we just started, you know, talking to people on the phone. You know, Holly being one of the first people we called. We loved her story. You know, I loved her, you know, working with her friends, making the costume in her garage, preparing for the masquerade. You know, here she was going back for the last time. She's like, this is the masquerade, last one I'm going to compete in, and we're going to win. And it was remarkable. So, you know, we got really great people, you know, and beautiful stories with them.
Yeah, all of them, all of your stories. I have to tell you, Holly, when we found out what happened to you in the epilogue, the 6 female gamers I was with, we all went, nice! we were all like, everybody's epilogue, we all cried because it was just so, and especially with female gamers, as you know, in the industry, it's so hard to get ahead. And your grunt costume was something else that I had heard about from somebody else who had gone to the master. They're like, oh my God, this chick, she built this animatronic thing and it was dope. And it was like the one time I didn't go. So with your costuming and with your love of Mass Effect, like, has Ms. Zoika like contacted you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've talked, I've been up to the studio, I'm actually really close with a lot of the writers and devs and everyone now. Yeah, which is awesome because I've been a fan of their games since, gosh, like Baldur's Gate 1. So,
wow.
Yeah, I've been playing those games for years. So it was a big deal, and it was awesome. And actually, Jessica in the film, my friend, she was actually the reporter I punched. That was actually, it wasn't shown, but it was in there. But she actually is their community manager now for BioWare.
Nuts.
So yeah.
Well, so what's next for you? Because I assume that you're trying to get an ME3 in between press stuff. Like
I got an early copy, so I actually already finished it.
Did you cry? I heard a lot of people were crying.
I did cry. It was very emotional, but you know, I saved the galaxy, so whatever.
Now, the thing I want to ask both of you is because, you know, when people know when you shoot a documentary, it's like the crew has to stay uninvolved, but with your costume and with the proposal where the guy's like, I'm going to go over here. She's like, no, I want to go with you. Like 6 girls, and we're like, oh my God. We're like, that's your woman. Clingy much? You know, was there ever a time where the crew just wanted to step in and help you, or how try to help the guy and be like, yo, why don't you say you're going over here?
Yeah, no, you always want to step in and help, but you just can't. You know, like you always want, like when things are going wrong with Holly, you're there and you're capturing this, like you want to be able to do something. You want to be able to like to step in and help right then, and you want to make sure that everything goes well with James Darling, and you know, because we didn't do anything to make that happen. Like he called Kevin Smith up himself, called up his office, you know, got in touch with an assistant. He knew someone who worked with someone in their office, so he got them in touch with them, and then he got in touch with Kevin Smith's assistant, and then the assistant got in touch with Kevin. Like, so that all came from their own doing, and for me, that's what it's about. It's about capturing this real, beautiful, raw, honest moment in time as they're basically scrambling to you know, make their dreams come true. It's great.
Well, I gotta say that I love both of y'all. You've been a hero of mine for forever, so I'm so flattered that I got to interview you today. And you,
new hero,
you are so many female gamers heroes right now, like heroine. So I thank you so much for your time, and I wish you the best success on this film because I could see it like 40 times.
Awesome, thanks.
Thank you.